You can basic into a E-card for 539k. Okay, surely he out damages this time. Holy! Welcome back. Today's episode of Before You Poo is gonna be covering our rerun unit dispatch. D Herta, yippee! So we are gonna be covering Before You Poo D Herta. Before You Poo D Herta, as per usual, we are gonna be testing out all of the 3 endgame contents. But a little bit of a difference is that this time we are gonna be getting our vertical investment in the form of Anexa. So we're gonna see how Sis is faring up nowadays in all 6 of the different endgame content. Everything else is just gonna be relatively unchanged. In fact, I have actually opted for a nerf, right? I'm gonna be removing her signature weapon, so we are only gonna be going for the E0S0 and then E1S0 Tribi and E6 Gallagher. Wait, we use Hyacine. Very low cost. Hyacine wouldn't really use too much skill points because in teams outside of Castervis, she can actually use her basic. Because all these other teams don't care too much about the charge being 100% uptime. Like, it's kind of okay even if it's not 100% uptime. Alright, cool. This is done. I think we're just gonna save Tribi's DDD for when he reaches 100% because there's no point doing this over here. We'll just use basic. It's fine because we don't really need 100% uptime. This should be 100% here. Okay. Then with DDD. DDD. Go up. West Wind. Anexa goes in. Herta is a little bit slow here, so I want to save the ultimate to squeeze out one more action. Now I think Hyacine can just go for the... Now we can go for the heals here. We'll go for the heals here. Yeah, we're definitely losing 100% ultimate time, but like for non-Castervis teams, it's actually completely fine for us. I believe because we are gonna be having a little more bounce. Very good damage from Anexa. So we can just go for the double here actually. We can just Hyacine can just go ahead and... Okay, nah, we'll just do basic. Because this is E0, S0, Herta. I'm not going to get the skill point back. I'm just going to go for the base into skill. And then we'll get a skill point back up for hyacine. To sort of get like 100% uptime. Not really fully 100. 1,004,000 HP. Just nice bring us to phase 2. So, really good. Really good. We are... How far are we from the... 40. This is the 26. I don't think we got 26 though. Do we have 26? No, we don't have 26. Okay, let's just basic. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting enough energy to get us back in anyways. Because he's going to hit us, right? He's going to hit us. Okay. I pressed the wrong button. I should have pressed this after he did that. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Yeah, wait this ultimate after he does. Yeah, maybe do that after your entire team reach 1 HP. Yeah, maybe do this after your entire team reach 1 HP. But I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, I don't think it matters that much. So we're just gonna go for the basic. We'll get our ultimate back in. And then afterwards, we are gonna get us our 3B ZDD. I think we can just wait for after the Herta goes first. Okay, then now we can just go for the heals. Okay, Ika flies in. 160,000 damage. Very W. We'll get this on over here. It's looking like a 2 cycle. It's looking like a 2 cycle. So you can basic into a Ika for 2. Okay, chat. Are we sure that we wanna use hyacine? Cause yo, Ika's damage is kind of ridiculous, bro. It's actually kind of... Okay, but okay, you know what? I feel like even with Gallagher, we would have still gotten 2 cycles. Because like this was almost 1 cycle, you get what I'm saying? So that was a 2 cycle swift dispatch using the Herta T. Can we decide now? Can we decide? We proceed with this or we use Gallagher? Proceed. We proceed. Can E6 Acheron 0 cycle in 2025? Yes. If you're not up against the Pollux boss. If you're not up against the Pollux boss. Absolutely. Okay. Booms. He punched Giga in the face. We can just summon this right now. Okay. Holy shit. Bro, Egon used to chill. Like, legit, Egon used to chill, bro. Like, literally. He thinks this is a E-card showcase. When I'm literally trying to do before you put Herta, you know what I'm saying? So Ika needs to chill a little bit, right? Alright, let's chill a little bit. Alright, that was 345. 345, and then we slam in the booms. How does my Ika deal so much damage? He's fatter than your Ika. Yeah, I gave my Ika, I feed him well every single day. I'm pretty sure this is a 0 cycle, right? Okay, chat. I think this might deal too much damage. I'm going to stall this because we might be dealing a bit too much damage here. So let's just do a skill on this. See if we can drag this on out a little bit. That's good. Okay, I want to stall. Alright, so what we're gonna do. Okay, unfortunately, Ika does not want me to stall. Wait, Ika's gonna kill them, bruh. Wait, I can't even stall. Oh my god! Okay, I can't even stall it. Unfortunately, Ika has decided, yep, we're not stalling today, so I guess that's it. We're just gonna let go. Okay, very good. Yep. Free energy is free energy. We take those. I know this is wasted action value, but it's free energy because we're gonna get another free energy. Look at that. That's nuclear value. So I always want to try to get free energy whenever possible, even if it means sacrificing AV. So I think it's fine. Holy scholar. Okay, to be fair, this boss was basically built for Herta. You know what I'm saying? Like, this boss was legitimately built for Herta. The unfortunate thing is, this guy is gonna be angry, or rather, he's gonna be happy no matter what, because Ika doesn't give a damn, right? Ika is gonna go. Oh, he was built for Reba. Save tomato, right? Tomato. Let's see if it works. Oh, good. Oh, that's very good. Let's give us another free. Nice one. Good TV. Okay, we won the. Okay, that was like pure luck. That was legit pure luck. Because if it was this TV, it would have been like giga good. So that was like really lucky that there was that TV instead. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, I think this is no issue whatsoever. Unfortunately, can our Ika actually outperform? Because we're gonna get hit with energy, or it's just gonna be quite bad for us. Unless we get enough for Herta out right here. Wait, we can. Wait, we can, guys. 214 plus 9. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can, right? Because it's plus 9 minimum. So we're going for it. Boop. Okay, we're just gonna go in. I don't want to get hit with the TV, so I'm just gonna go all in. Yeah, and I think that pretty much wraps it up. A very straightforward 0 cycle. A very straightforward 0 cycle on our first try. To be fair, the TV boss was absolutely built for. It was built for Ika. Yeah, it was absolutely built for Ika. That's why we managed to get a 0. Without Ika, we would have taken like 10 cycles, right? Let's move on. I don't think we should have any issue here whatsoever. We're just gonna auto it. Because this is her. She is the queen of pure fiction. She is literally the queen of pure fiction with the second queen of pure fiction. Now that is 3B, right? So I don't think we have any. Holy fucking shit. Okay, you know what? Ika is Ika a girl or a guy, guys? Wait, do we know if Ika is a girl or a guy? Oh, we don't know yet. She, mythical creature. Ika is Ika. Ika is a guy's name. Ika is a monster. Ika is Cthulhu. They that is fat. Okay, this fat is the brand new fat pure fiction. Okay, that is just a very fast statement, right? Very nice. Okay, we're gonna go for the booms, bangs, huge, and then we're gonna go for the huge follow up by 3B. Okay, we're getting hit no matter. Huge skill from big boom Herta. Pop this, pop that. And then Hyacine should help us get clear to the next cycle. Alright, Ika, wrap it up. Bro, 400,000. I'm a thinking about, bro. Why is Ika dealing more damage than 3? Why is my E-card dealing more damage than Tribute? Like, why, bro? Like, why is this even happening, bro? Like, it is your S1, by the way. Yeah, but it is what it is. Okay, anyways, we are now gonna go into the second phase. Doesn't appear that we're gonna be getting a 0 cycle on phase, or rather wave 2. Can we? Wait, can we? 478k. 539k. Okay, surely he out damages this time. Holy! Yo, get me that clip. Get me that clip. Get me that clip. Surely he out damages this time right after 3B, and then he warps out a 700k out of his asshole. Right? Please get me that clip. Please get me that clip. Right? Yep. So we are absolutely going to 0 cycle this part with no issue whatsoever. 3B activates ZDD. Boom. Very, very good. And the next is gonna come in. Probably gonna go for the... Okay, we got the ultimate because of pay to win. Very, very nice. Folds this back in. And then we have a double skill. Very, very good damage. Very, very good damage. Okay, the AI, luckily, the AI is using his skills, using her skills in the pure vision buff. Because under normal circumstances, you're almost absolutely 100% running out of skill points. Alright, you're almost absolutely running out of skill points. Because the AI would always spam skill on hyacine, even though you don't really need to spam here on hyacine outside of Kazuri's teams. Because Kazuri's team, even outside, doesn't really matter that much, even if they're not in the gentle range state. Right? Because the rest of the team doesn't really care about HP as much as Kazuri's does, or the additional charge as well. Goes back in for the heals, go back in for the booms. Very, very good. 195. Oh my god. Alright. Anexa dealing big booms damage. I think this is gonna be a 1 cycle 40k. Yeah, this is looking like a 1 cycle 40k. Unfortunately, AI is too dumb to use Herta's skill first before having an ultimate. So still a lot of room to improve if the AI can be a little bit smarter. Get this in 3.6 Hertillion. 3B goes back in. Waste our DDD by a little bit. 329, and let's see this Ika guys. Oh my fucking god, bro. Like, why do you do so much damage, dude? Like, why the hell do you do so much damage? Why the hell do you do so much fucking damage? Who fed you this way? Who fed you this way, Ika? Oh my lord, dude. Okay, I think we're definitely getting the clear here. 2%. Might be able to just kill Herta right here. Or the... Oh man, am I? Some things never change. Some things never change. And that is gonna be a 2 cycle 40k. He's a big boy. Oh, he is a big boy. Apocalyptic Shadow, which this mode is going to be resetting tomorrow, right? So we can see how is it gonna be like. Ika with all E6 S5 DPS. Yeah, the thing is they will just die in 1 hit. Because Ika will just do 5 Icalian damage. So yeah. Okay. Check, what is Siabu? What is Siabao? Oh shit. Yo, wait. My Ika got crowd control. Wait, not my Ika, no, wait, my Hyacine got crowd control. Stay young, beautiful, and unique. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. Stay young, beautiful, and unique. Okay. That's really good. That's really positive. Oh, it's such a big... Oh, okay. Oh, that's not very nice. That's not very nice. Okay. Booms. 121. Big booms. Oh my god, 3B. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, 3B? Okay, she is okay. She is okay. West Wind into a Dispel the Bloom. 117 to 336. Okay, fantastic. 173. 154. Okay, it does appear that we broke him just in time, so we actually didn't waste the action value by that much, 14%. We actually did run out of skill point over here, which is gonna be a little bit unfortunate. I'm pretty sure Anexa kills, right? Oh boy, I think Anexa kills, right? Oh boy. Tribby. Oh my god, we're gonna be wasting Herta out. Okay, I guess it is what it is. At least we broke the bugs. Or like one bug. Please don't. Oh boy. He took away Tribby. Okay. Big booms over here. A lot of breaks. Here cleanses. Goes back in with the unicorn. Summons 2 more. Tribby goes back in for the ultimate cast DDD. And then we have the booms. Booms. Okay, we resisted that. That is very nice. Defeat Swarm. I'm definitely gonna be getting hit in the face over here, which is gonna be a little bit unfortunate. 1.2 million damage. I fucking love lying, bro. 500 quintillion into 1.7 million from Ika. Very good damage over here. Unfortunately, we can't quite break, it seems. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to break unless. But what if? Wait, but what if? Can we break the bugs there? Oh, unfortunately, it's not quite enough to break the bugs over there. Growth hormone to the bugs, but this out honestly just does absolutely 0 damage whatsoever. Anyways, it is going to be looking like a 1-7 clear. Yeah, it's a 1707. Right on the money with 1707. Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back. It is not on the money anymore because I'm not running Herta's signature Lycon and she doesn't have the enhanced skill. So she can't use the enhanced skill. That was very unfortunate. We'll wonder if Ika can finish this up though. Okay, wait, never mind. Ika should be able to finish. Okay, and there we go, right? Ika comes back in. Pop. Okay, never mind. We don't even need Ika. And that is gonna be a 1644 action value remaining for a 3644. Right, for a 3644. And now for the final half against Hoolay. QQ, are you okay? Oh, you are not okay. You are not okay. Why would you do that to QQ, man? No, Eagle's attack is not counted as full attack. It's the same attack as your Pollux and Ground Maker and Mimi. None of them are considered as full attacks. They are just their individual entities. Yep. Okay, big hit from Tribby for a grand total. Grand total of a 99,712. Very nice. 17069. 26473. Aims the Herta for the 1v1. Can we get off a big damage right here? Unfortunately, no. Absolutely no damage whatsoever. Oh my god, chat. Is this what it is to come? For a future boss that is pure 1v1. A pure 1v1 boss. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, a pure 1v1 boss doesn't look too good, not gonna lie. I feel like in a scenario like, holy fuck. Yeah, in like a scenario like this, a Nexus value would shine a lot. A Nexus value would shine a lot over here. So if the AI actually went for a Nexus instead of Herta, I think would have dealt substantially higher value, generally speaking. Going for the stacks, we are at 4 out of 4. A Nexus goes back in for the out. Pick booms for 85. Goes for the thing. We have 5 stacks. 5 stacks of Bloodlust. Herta goes back in 130,000. Very good. We actually, oh, the AI still chose the Herta. Oh my god, chat. I just realized we're still in first half. We are still in the first fucking half. Wallahi, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. Okay, now we're in the second half. Now we're in the second half. Very good. Okay. 156, sir. We're getting hit. We're getting heals. We're getting Echelian damage. Very, very nice over here. Gains Bloodlust. Bloodlust flies back in for a tribute out. A Nexa snipes little bro for the 3 stacks. Goes back in for the follow-up skill. Tribby has the ultimate. And there is a 118k follow-up from 3B. Aims the Herta again to serve absolute. Bro, the AI is so smart. The AI is legitimately so. They know, bro. The Hoolay AI knows who to aim. Right? He knows exactly what's going on. Because look at how they are killing my little girl, bro. Look at how they're massacring my little boy. Oh my god, it's like, oh, it is really, really, oh, what to do, what to do, what to do to my boy. So 1577, 1577, oh boy, that is not too good. The kimchi ramyun just said, oui, this is Italian, you fuckface. Italian, alright? Go and learn, get some fucking culture. Holy shit. Alright, we go back in for the huge out. Big booms on 188k. 23 over here. 1v1. Should be able to get a break. Oh, wait, we have no ice weakness. We have no ice weakness. Oh, shit. We have no ice weakness. We have no ice weakness. Anyways. Alright, now we're finally gonna get it clear. Huge hit, and there it is, and there it is. I'ma keep it about, like, bro, if the AI chose out a Nexa, this would have cleared 10,000 years ago. But I feel like beyond whether the AI picked or did not pick a Nexa, holy 1%. It's saying why do I keep getting 1%, bro? It signifies a more important thing. First things first is 3377. Last time I checked, 3377 is a clear. This is considered a clear. We probably will face into scenarios like this again for our dear Hertas. And maybe by then you can't even choose a Nexa, right? And this brings me to my summary before you pull Herta. Before you pull Herta. First of all, yeah, maybe don't run her into off-element single target environments. Unless we are gonna be in a world where both halves of the endgame content, they are like pure single target. I think Herta will always find some kind of value. And even if those environments are gonna pop out, where like first half, second half of MOC is single target. First half, second half of Apoc is single target. She will still have her use in pure vision. At the very, very least, right? Unless they rework pure vision, then I think by then that will be truly cooked. That being said, I feel like her damage is definitely still there, especially for players that have put the investments for a Nexa. For the tribute slot, honestly, it can still be Bubbin, it can still be RMC, it can still be Sunday. Any of these supports, they're going to be working quite nicely, and tribute is not going to be that crazy at least, but I would say it is still gonna be considered a pretty nice upgrade, especially if you did get the E1 tribute, right? Unless you got this, I would say there's not too big of a disparity. Run May, Bubbin, Sunday, RMC, you're still gonna be working quite nicely with the Herta, which makes her technically a lot more flexible compared to a lot of our other version trees, because almost everyone from Manphorius wants tribute. And also the same thing can also be said for Castris, because even though Castris really wants tribute, if you have pulled for a hyacine, I wouldn't be running hyacine with the Herta just to see funny EK numbers. I will still keep hyacine to a Castris team, and if you still decide to pull for the Herta, or if you are, for example, a player that started off on 3.3's banner, I would say you should heavily consider getting a copy of the Herta, because your early game experience is definitely gonna matter by quite a bit. Because even for like my brand new free-to-play account, like my Bob account, if I skipped the Herta, right, let's just say I skipped the Herta, I think it would have taken Bob a substantially more difficult time and much lesser comfort getting through the early and mid game. I'm not even talking about Memory of Chaos. I'm not even talking about SU. For all the new players that just started with this, because for like maybe you're preparing for the Fate collab, you're preparing for Final, you're preparing for the reward, right? So you started HSR in 3.3. I would say that having a DPS banner is extremely important, because the banner after Hyacine is going to be Aglaya and Cypher. And unfortunately for Aglaya, if you have no Bami and no Sunday, you're honestly quite fucked. Whereas for Herta, even if you did pull just on her alone at E0 S0 without an Nexa, you can still make it work with Baby Saval, Baby Herta. You could use the free selector, the free golden thingy to pick up some Ramade and just slap on a usable team for your early to mid game progression. And then as you reach towards end game, which should be roughly level 60, level 65, that would probably take you 1 to 1.5 months just in time for 3.4. Just in time for 3.4, and then by 3.4 you're gonna have access to Finon, you're gonna have access to Archer, which is free, as well as pulling for Saber. So that's gonna be 3 different DPS for the new players to pick from and see where they want to branch out from there. I would say highly recommended to try to pick up a couple of supports. Don't only pull for DPS, because that is not too good, right? So for example, if 3B is going to be getting a rerun in the future, if Barbing gets a rerun in the future, if something gets whatever support gets a rerun in the future, look at what your box has, and chances are 9 out of 10 times, you're probably going to be getting some kind of value from the support, and potentially even more so than the DPS, right? I would say for players that should consider skipping or like not pulling Herta now are probably players that already decided, okay, I'm fine with ignoring my early game lack of quality of life, because it's painful, guys, because it's genuinely painful to play early mid game without a DPS or limited DPS. If you're okay with it, technically you could just chill. You could just chill for like 1 patch, because 3.4 will bring you Finon, Archer, Saber, the 4 rework characters. I'm not sure how they're gonna be releasing the banners, and some other potential reruns. So if you want to wait for that 1 patch, but you start your account right now, maybe you just start your account and just get free pools and a free daily income, you could do that as well, and then just see what version 3.4 DPS has to offer, specifically Finon, Saber, as well as Archer. And I'm also very curious what the rework characters are gonna be like, but I would say, unless the rework characters are straight up in the same power level as like the version 3, I don't think new players need to concern with the old unit rework that much, because it's mostly for like the old players, for like the veterans, right? They have played HSR since day 1, and like their old units at their zero have been obsolete, right? I would say to make the vertical investments for Herta, right? So if you're gonna be watching this for the vertical investments, this E2 is still absolutely fucking ridiculous, right? No questions asked whatsoever. But I'm always a little bit more skeptical for like a DPS Eidolon compared to like, let's just say, a support Eidolon, right? Even a sub DPS Eidolon, I'm like a little bit skeptical, but to be fair, a Nexus E1 is really not that crazy. So for example, right, I have a E6 Firefly and an E6 Aircron. Even though I have that E6, if the environment doesn't suit them, they don't feel like an E6 anymore. Alright, I'm not talking about passing the content, but if the environment don't suit them, they do not feel like an E6. Which is why, beyond just like pulling for DPS Eidolons, I don't think anyone should even consider pulling for like E6s, because that's like, it is a shit ton of money. And this is technically 7 5-stars, guys. That's potentially 7 5-stars. That's 14 5-stars right there, right? So for vertical investments, I will always start off with a support such as E1 Chibi. I think to this day, she's still absolutely the strongest vertical investment for any player in the entire world. So I'll highly recommend starting off with this first. Other than E1 Chibi, Nexa is going to be an excellent unit for replacement for your baby Herta as well as your baby Saval. Otherwise, if you don't want to put for a Nexa because you want to put for Jade, just keep in mind that I've mentioned this in my Nexa guides. You know, he scales a lot better in single target environments compared to Jade. Jade just amplifies Herta's strength against AoE even stronger. But for the direction that I see where this is going, it is quite likely that we're going to be facing even more single target based environments. So just keep in mind. For signature icons, I would say Herta's S1 is honestly really good. Alright, so this gives you a skill point, it gives you a crit rate, it gives you damage percentage. It pretty much has like pretty much everything that you want for in an S1. So if you are committed to Herta, feel free to consider this S1. Then after the S1, maybe if you want to, you can consider for a Nexus S1, or then you can just go back into Herta's vertical investment. But I would say that you don't really need to go anything past beyond, like, I would say like 4 or 5 costs, like 4 or 5 5-stars, because that is honestly already quite a decent chunk of investment to be putting into, and there will always be new archetypes coming out in the future. So yep, that's pretty much it. So before I leave, wait, one last question. Should you pull Hyacine for the Herta. Should you pull hyacine for the Herta? I would probably say no. But if you're a brand new player, I would say hyacine is worth it. Not specifically for the Herta, but just from the prospect of, that is a version 3, your first ever limited sustain. For a bit of context, my free-to-play account Bob, I skipped every single sustain banner all the way ever since Bob's account creation. And I cannot say how uncomfortable running Bailu and Japart is on both halves. Not so much of like the utility for Herta because she's technically better for Castris, but just from like a sustained perspective, I would say for new players, I would heavily recommend it because you have a shit ton of pulls anyways. With that, we've come to the end of Before You Pull Herta. Let me know what you guys in the comments below. Holy overworking, holy working out. What of the day is gonna be little. Join Twitch, join YouTube, join Discord, join Twitter, all the best for guys. See you guys next time.